This sacred science was taught and facilitated in the mystery schools. But what exactly is a mystery school? Well, we have the Rosicrucian tradition, which we know from the Fama Fraternitatis in 1614, that it was built upon the mystery schools of antiquity. And if we were to turn to the Rosicrucian order Amorc, they would define mystery schools as centers of study for students and initiates, where they would actually teach about natural principles and laws so that we could better become in harmony with them. They would also teach how to observe silence and engender within a feeling with the divine. This is best expressed in the Delphic mystery tradition at Delphi, at the Temple of Apollo, where above the portal is a lintel in which reads, "Know thyself." You see, it was all about conditioning the body, or conditioning ourselves to essentially become a vessel to receive the divine, to receive the cosmic. And so the word mystery, actually, Frater Christian Rebis, author of the Rosicrucian Histories and Mysteries, informs us that mystery schools were both monasteries and universities. And Peter Tompkins, author of the Mysteries of the Mexican Pyramid, which, by the way, serves as a blueprint for John Anthony West's textbook-style Serpent in the Sky. Peter Tompkins wrote a foreword for John. Mr. Tompkins would have it that the structures of Mesoamerica were actually considered cosmic universities, where man would not only go to learn about the metaphysical makeup of man and the matrix of reality, but learn about the cosmos. And so you see, the word mystery does not necessarily imply that something is mysterious. It implies that one is formally educated, initiated, to receive this specialized knowledge, this gnosis. The word mystery, the etymology of the word, actually goes back to the Greek mysteria, which is comprised of the Greek verb muo, which means to close, as in to close the ears if you're tired of the mainstream point of view, or to close the eyes, like when we meditate, or to close the mouth, as in secrecy. Tyria meant festival, and a leading authority on the Eleusinian mysteries, Karl Karenier, informs us that Mysteria was the festival in which the secret was communicated. Now, I find this interesting because it is in ancient Egypt that the Freemasons, Rosicrucians, find the traditional timeline of the mystery schools. And it is in ancient Egypt that we find a number of these festivals. I mean, you can take your pick. We have the Opet Festival, the Hepsed Festival, which, if we consider the scholarly work of Jeremy Nadler, could be best viewed as an initiatory process where secret rites actually took place. You see, it provided an opportunity. This is typical temple architecture. Okay, we have our pylons, our colonnades, our courtyard, which is symbolic of the primordial swamp from which all creation rose. And it was the courtyard that provided the opportunity. It has been long known in Egyptology that only the high priest or the pharaoh himself could gain access to the temple's innermost sanctum, the Atidum, the Naus, or the inner chamber, the Holy of Holies. That would be right here in this example. But you see, the courtyard provided this opportunity for the general public to gain access to the temple. And it also provided an opportunity for initiates to petition, or candidates to petition to become initiates, where they would wait to receive instruction before crossing the threshold. In other words, they're going from the everyday, repetitive, mundane, profane world and crossing over into another world. That is the world of the sacred. And so the initiates would go through several degrees within the temple. We can take, for example, the Temple of Dendera at Hathor, where upon entering, it could be considered a planetarium or an observatory. The initiate would look at the ceiling and learn about various cycles. Daily cycles, weekly cycles, monthly cycles, yearly cycles, great year cycles, cycles of formlessness into form, cycles of spirit manifesting into matter. The cosmology is all there. Then they would proceed further into the temple, where they would further become acquainted with what we commonly refer to as gods, but are best viewed as netters, principles or aspects of nature and cosmological principles, before finally proceeding to the innermost sanctum, the holy.